Hey everyone, welcome to Young Mind, the Knowledge Hub. Today I came with an interesting factor in India and China relationship and border dispute series. Today's topic is Doklam issue. Recent initiatives after 1962 in these border sectors and detailed report about present day crisis. What is this Doklam issue? In recent days, we have seen about the offensive standoff between India and China's army. It started when India objected a road construction by the China in the Doklam Plateau, which China claims to be a part of its Donglang region. To know more about this issue and get more videos on UPSC related and motivational videos, please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon. Let's come back to the point now. We'll see about Doklam in detail. Do you observe one thing here? Doklam is not part of India. Then why India interfering in this issue? What is the problem for India with this Doklam? Doklam is part of Bhutan and it is a narrow plateau lying in the tri-junction of India, China and Bhutan. The disputed region is very close to India's Siliguri corridor, which connects the 7 northeastern states to the Indian mainland. So why India supporting Bhutan in the Doklam issue? Yes, Doklam is part of Bhutan and Bhutan and India have a very cordial relationship. Another important factor behind this India's decision is India now don't want to repeat its mistake again, which is happened with Tibet. And India had promised Bhutan to protect against China's expansionist policy, and in 2007 India and Bhutan signed friendship treaty. Let's come back to the point again. Doklam is 269 square kilometer area and this is the tri-junction area. It is called as Chicken Neck. It's a very narrow area. If Doklam is acquired by China, along with this, our northeast part also will lose permanently. So, if we want to save Nathula Pass and some other surrounding areas, then we have to protect this Chicken Neck area first. So, that's why India is supporting Bhutan in this Doklam issue. China here acting over smart because first it want to take over Doklam, then Siliguri Tri-Junction area. If it happened, then Northeast will be isolated permanently. That's why Doklam is very important for us. Another important factor we can connect here, that is BBIN corridor, that is Bhutan, Bangladesh, India, Nepal corridor. This is important for India because if something happened in Doklam area, then we lose connection to Northeast. So we want alternative route to connect northeast part. That's why this corridor is important. And when Indian forces object the construction of road by China in this region, this will become a reason for 73 days long military standoff between two countries, which is ended in August 2017 with the disengagement of Indian and Chinese force. Thereafter, China stopped the route to Kailash and Manas Sarovara through Nathula Pass, Sikkim. But we are now using alternative route through Lepulekha route while Uttarakhand and it had been opened for pilgrims in 2015. Now we'll see the situation of Indian border after 1962. Is Indian border ready to face challenges? Let's see the present situation now. India clearly is far ahead of what it was in 1962, both militarily as well as infrastructurally. We have made many roads on border. Now we have mountain strike corps to fight in high altitude zones. And the recent initiatives including Dola Sadhya Bridge or Bhupen Hazarika Setu, that is about 9.2 km, which connects Assam with Arunachal Pradesh. And a BrahMos cruise missile regiment is being deployed in Arunachal Pradesh. Our Sukhoi fighter jet are ready there, so now we are ready for any situation. It is a step towards the right direction. But we have to be careful because now China using total war technique. That means war from land, sea, air and cyberspace and many other form. In 1962 also it used this technique. Then why India not used this total war technique in 1962? Yes, in 1962 it is the time of Nehru government. When this question is asked to Nehruji, he said in the parliament that not a blade of grass will grow in that Ladakh region. Then why should we have to send our forces there? See how is Nehru's thinking. In that time we have not used our air force also. Even in present day also, we are facing many problems in these four sections, that is Aksai Chin, Western sector, Central sector and Eastern sector. But we have tried to settle the issues many times from past to present. Now let's see some of the present day issues now. Face off between two forces in Aksai Chin area. This is the first one, and this is because of India took strong step to construct the road, that is DSDBO road, which will connect Shok River Valley to Daulat Beg Old Age Zone. But what is the problem here? It's our area, right? Yes, I agree this is our area, but the distance between Aksai Chin region and this road is around 45 km. This is the point here. And also in Daulat Beg Oldie, our Air Force is constructing their landing area. In case of any emergency, Indian Air Force can attack on Aksai Chin area. The second problem is in Pangong Lake. Pangong Lake is in Ladakh and China tried to penetrate into the Indian side. It is 135 km long lake and one-third of water body, that is 45 km stretch, is in Indian control, while the rest of 90 km is under Chinese control. In this, there are small mountains, finger-like structures are there. India claims till 8 fingers. It belongs to India. And physically, 4 fingers are under India's control. However, as always, China is not accepting these two. The third problem is Nakula sector in Sikkim. The problem is very old, but recently one event happened in this sector which triggered China, that is Colonel Jiwang Rinchen Setu. This is all-weather highest altitude road inaugurated by our Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. China is objecting this because it got to know that if I attack any part of India, Indian army will be ready in all the sector. So China does not like India's this move. These are the few problems which is going on still today. Till now we have studied all about India and China's border dispute and many unknown stories behind that in many parts. You can also see my previous videos, link is given below in the description box. In coming days, you can get many videos related to UPSC and other competitive exams, history and polity lectures along with current affairs and motivational stories too. So don't miss any videos, so that subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon, like and share the videos with your friends and comment your opinion and query in the comment section below. I will come with another interesting video. Till then, take care and bye bye.